These little piece of bangs don't be doing what I wanted to do. I hope that y'all are well. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me clearly. And I'm going to pin this as I send it out. I hope that y'all are well today. Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear me clearly. And let me send this out to a few. Happy Feminine Friday. Also, let me know in the comments where you are watching from. Thank you so much for these gifts. Today we're going to be talking about let go or stay broke, how your attachment to outcomes is sabotaging your business. Hey Virginia, I really like Virginia a lot. It's just too expensive to live, but I love Virginia a whole lot. Send this to someone who you know has a business and they are kind of struggling in this season to elevate their income or increase their income in their business. A lot of times it has to do with the fact that we won't detach from the outcome of things. And so I'm going to give you the 3 reasons why detachment is so crucial to your success as a business owner. Because a lot of business owners are extremely burnt out. And it's terrible. They're working against their essence, and it's absolutely horrible and ridiculous, and I want us to stop doing that. For those who do not know who I am, my name is Elle Antoinette. I'm a feminine mastery architect, and what I do is I support my amazing clients who are women solopreneurs. I support them in syncing with their cycles, mastering their emotions to create and sell all sorts of digital products and services so they can have these great consistent sales and this increased revenue in their business, because revenue is the blood of your business. If you are not bringing any money or any income into your business is dying. And so my goal is for your business to stay afloat and to sustain, especially during, times of economic crisis. Because even though people are saying like, oh, it's no money, it's no this, it's no that, totally a lie, guys. It's totally a lie. So let me tell y'all what happened too as I get all the way into this. So y'all know I did a live yesterday. I don't know if you guys know or not. So I did a live yesterday, and the live was on basically like an overnight sales strategy, how to wake up with profits instead of waking up with problems. And I basically broke down like how you can use this strategy to be able to make money for Q4 if you want to make maybe like 5 figures or so on a product or service. I basically gave you the rundown, right? Here's what's funny. And this is what I'll be talking about when it comes down to my free content will get you paid just as much as my higher level content will get you paid. So my free content, I looked at that video, I uploaded it yesterday, so last night, right? So it was a replay last night, and this morning a woman came under there and said, and I quote, I'm not even like, let me see, because I don't want to misquote her. I want to say exactly what she said. She wrote, and I did this live yesterday. The live was called The Overnight Sales Strategy, Wake Up to Profits, Not Problems. Okay. And she commented and said, I just finished watching this video on my way. She wrote this at 10:42 a.m. Central Standard Time. I just finished watching this video on my way home from dropping off the kids to school. I began watching it live with you last night, and I practiced what I was going to talk about in the car. I came in and went straight to go live. I was on live for 25 minutes, and I made a sale. Thank you. It was a new client, too. That's huge. That's why I don't want to be hear no excuses about how y'all ain't got no money. I literally told y'all what to do yesterday to go make some money. And she watched some of it yesterday. She finished it today. And she went home after dropping her kids off. And she did exactly what I said to do in the strategy in that video. And she's already made money this morning. And she didn't have to compromise her well-being. She didn't have to do any of that. And guess what the most important thing about that was? She was able to take care of her family first. If anyone knows me, my ruling when it comes down to business or how I do life and all of these and combine and have balance, it's business first. It's God first, it's family second, and then it's business last. I created my business, okay, to support me being able to be around and be available for my family, not for me to exhaust myself so I didn't get time with my family. That's what the 9 to 5 system does. They set you up like that. So she literally went and did what I told y'all to do yesterday, and she already made money today. That's why I don't want to hear no excuses about why women can't make money or why women are not out here making money. You literally can make 3 to 4 figures off the free content that I give you. When you work with me directly, you position yourself to go into making 5 figures and 6 figures, because I'm going to get more in depth. I'm going to get more detail. We're going to get more clear, which requires investment. Okay, so I don't want to hear any excuses about why you ain't got no money, and I'm gonna just let y'all see. Why my screen? Why my iPad so up? I'm like, wait, why are all these fingerprints on my iPad? Hold on. And it's already tore up. Because I refuse to get another one because I don't get it. That's a comment right there. You can go to the YouTube video. She just made a sale this morning. So I don't want to hear the excuses about why y'all don't have no money. I told y'all what to do yesterday. If you go and you watch that video and you do what I'm telling you, you'll be able to increase your revenue in business. If you take it a higher step and start investing to work with me directly, you'll see even more shifts and changes when it comes down to your finances and your revenue when it comes down to business. But today, one of the key things I'm going to talk to you about, what you're going to need to be able to make this money in business, is that you're going to have to learn how to let go, or you're going to stay broke, because your attachments to the outcomes is literally what's sabotaging your business. Y'all are worried about how y'all going to get paid so much that y'all are not creating things that people will pay for. Y'all are trying to create things that are quick. Let me tell y'all something about the digital product game. See, everybody come to y'all now about the digital product game and how you should be doing this and how you can make digital products and make money. Let me first let you know why I'm very skilled at teaching women to be able to use digital products to make money. Number one, because I've been creating digital products since 2018. 2018. My mentor at the time was the late, great, the best to ever do it. And that is Cece, baby, the 6-figure chick. That's who taught me what I know to this day. She passed away from cancer a couple of years back, but she is the reason how I know and I realized how amazing and the value that I had within me. My first digital product that I put out there, just threw out there, right, after a 12-hour writing challenge, resulted in me getting like $1,000 in less than 24 hours. When I realized that I could make that type of money in a short period of time, it made me start to question my reality of the 9 to 5 that I was working. So when I got into that space and I understood that I could be able to make money from digital products and from my intelligence, and I didn't have to consistently trade my time so I wasn't burnt out, I never looked back. Okay, so I've been doing this literally since 2018. I've been getting money from this since 2018. I've made well over 6 figures from digital products. Okay, it is not that difficult. It takes strategy. You make it harder when you are so attached to what's going to happen and what's this and what's that. You need to be focusing on creating something valuable and something great that people buy over and over and over again, because that's really important. Okay, let's see. But how do we get back into, how do you get back into it after you stop? You make a decision, because here's the reality of it. This is the space that we're in the world. Either you want to be in a space, and I had this conversation with one of my community members this morning. Either you want to be in a space of chaos, or you want to collect cash flow for your business. Because chaos of the world is not going to stop. But the chaos within yourself is where you have to make a decision on whether or not that's going to stop. So you have to decide what's more important. What's actually happening right now that's stopping you from getting to the next level, or you actually getting this cash flow in your business so that you can create the reality and the life that you want, so that you can secure yourself, and if you have children, secure your children as well. by being able to utilize your gifts and not having to give so much more of your time, but using more of your intellectual property so that you can make the money. So you really have to choose. It's a decision. It's all about chess and understanding your position as the queen. You can make any move that you want to make on the board, but at the end of the day, it's still your move. And if you don't move, then you don't position yourself to win. Okay? Girl, let me screenshot that. See what I'm saying? She said one of your lives motivated me to do my hair. And hold on, I posted the results and booked 4 clients the same day. Why y'all be talking about y'all don't? That's not be saying you have no money. Do you need to show up for a specific amount of time before you sell? No. That specific woman who just wrote on there, she said she was on live for 25 minutes. She used what I gave her yesterday and got on live, and in 25 minutes she had a new client because she followed the methodology. So it's all about you showing up. See, the key thing is that we don't listen. Like something in you might be saying, hey, you need to go live today. And you're like, I don't look the part, or I'm not this and I'm not that. And because you didn't listen, the person that was online getting ready to buy into your product and service, they bought somebody else's because they found somebody else to look at. Because you got to remember, these things are still going to, the Most High's will is still going to be done whether or not you choose to do it or not. Okay? Hey, love. All right, so let's go ahead and get into let go or stay broke, how your attachment to outcomes is sabotaging your business. You'll see me look down a little bit when it comes down to what I have in my notes. Send this to someone who you know, that is in business. And, you know, a lot of businesses are experiencing a bunch of economic turbulence. But there are a multitude of ways for you to still be making a lot of money in business. And I try to tell people that if you are not hearing money being made in your industry or in the circle that you're running in, 9 times out of 10, the money is being moved over your head, or that means you're in the wrong room. You're in the wrong circle. You're a level beneath where the money is actually being transferred, because money is always being transferred. There's money every single space and there's money everywhere. Like I told you, I don't know the young lady who got on my YouTube video and said, hey, I just watched this video today and finished it today and I just made a sale in 25 minutes of being online. I don't know her. I don't do paid advertisements. What I can tell you is that if you are serious and you are willing and you want to expand and grow financially in your business, I am the woman that definitely can support you in doing so. Now, how far you expand depends on how much you're willing to invest. And that's just the reality. You can absolutely use my free content and you can get you some sales. You can get you some clients. You can get to 3 to 4 figures. But in order for you to get to 5 figures and 6 figures, you're going to need a different level of strategy. And that level of strategy is going to require investment. And that investment should make you nervous, because it should make you scared. And it should make you nervous that you're going to step out there and do something great. When you put your money up in a program, like when women come and work with me and they pay me 5 figures or they pay me 4 figures to work with me, they're putting that information up, right? They're putting that, I lost my train of thought. When women come to me in that space, I lost my train of thought. What did I say right before that, y'all? Because I read something and it threw me. What did I say? When women come to invest and work with me, at the 5 and 6 figure level. I don't know what I was about to say, but I'll just tell you what happens. When women come to work with me at that level, they get a specific type of strategy. And a lot of their strategy is around energetics. Because once you make 1,000, you can make 10,000. You make 10,000, you can make 100,000. It's just about the strategy. So if you don't have the proper strategy and you don't know how to manage your energy and motion, and you don't know how to align yourself with the 4 phases of your cycle, so you know when your brain is the sharpest and you know when you're the most social and all these different things, then you don't really know how to work with yourself. You start working against yourself. And that's how women business owners start working hard. They start getting in hustle mode and they start getting exhausted. I built my business from the ground up to 6 figures, right? And I didn't do an ounce of hustling. And I don't encourage women to do any form of hustling. And to me, I mean, I know society is out here telling y'all like it's cool and it's fine, but laying on y'all back for these men to get a bag, that's hustling. That's hustling. And then on top of that, you hustling backwards. Because the reality is, if that's what you feel like you need to do to be able to get a bag, is to go lay on your back with this man, that's because you don't understand your innate value as a woman. And see, a lot of society won't say that to you. They'll just allow you to continue to make your womb a wasteland. And when you can't create figuratively and literally, because now we're having issues in the womb, we wonder why. When the reality is we allow our wombs to be wasteland when we just go and do things like that. You lower yourself. You lower yourself to, like, I can't even begin to really explain, but you just need to know that your womb is a portal. Life comes through there. And you need to understand that if life comes through there, you can lose things by putting any and everything in there. And I need you to really realize that, because there's a connection between your brain, a part of your brain, your pituitary glands, and your ovaries that work specifically together. It's an axis. Okay, so it's very important that you understand the connection between your womb and your brain. So this is why you feel like you're losing your mind when you are allowing a toxic person to continue to drill you in that type of manner, and you're wondering why you can't get a hold of your thoughts, you can't get a hold of your energy, you can't get a hold of yourself. It's because you are allowing this toxicity, which is a slow poison, to literally poison your womb, which makes it a wasteland. Okay, which makes it difficult for you to be able to create, which makes it difficult for you to be able to release as well. Okay, and so again, this is why detachment is so important. Okay, what you have to understand about what I'm teaching you today in regard to business, this also is something that you can apply in relationships and you can apply in life. You, as a feminine woman, the natural essence of a feminine woman is to be detached. I don't know who told y'all that we were clingy. I mean, like, we might have our person and we just want to be all in, but I don't know where we get the mind frame that the feminine is clingy. The feminine isn't clingy. If you go back and you even look at scripture, Adam was the lonely one. Adam was the one who needed somebody. When Eve got here, she wasn't like, he looked at her like, oh my God, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. That's me. I've been waiting on her all my life. You don't understand that the masculine needs you. Now, don't get it twisted. In aspects, we need the masculine, but we don't need the masculine to thrive. And that's where y'all messing up at. Because you think that, oh, I need a man to come save me and just come help me take care of these bills because everything is this. No, you need to take accountability and responsibility for the gifts that are within you that literally can make room for you. And as you make that room and you secure yourself, you are able to choose someone that you really, really desire in your life instead of choosing based on you need somebody to pay your bills. Because that's ridiculous. That's really beneath you. Women who feel like they need to do these things to be able to get money are women who don't understand their authentic identity. You don't have to do these things. All you have to, and that's another thing too, in order for you to be invested in, all you have to do is show yourself to be good ground. And last time I checked, I don't mean no harm, but if you've ever scouted out land, like Proverbs 31 woman was out there scouting out land. Last time I checked, land wasn't hopping up and down trying to prove its value to you. You don't see, y'all ever notice that certain things don't have commercials? Rolls Royce doesn't have a commercial. When you go scout looking for land in real estate, the land is not jumping up and down saying, pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm valuable, I'm valuable, I'm valuable. The person is going around and assessing what is available and what is clear, and then they are determining what's good ground. The key thing is about yourself is that you need to amplify your strength so much that you naturally exude your value without even having to articulate it the majority of the time. There is something about certain people's essence. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. Even myself included. Sometimes you run across people and you just got a feeling that they have a knowing. Or you run across a person and you just have a feeling that they are this type of person, right? That is you assessing and seeing a form of value in this individual, and you are acknowledging it. It's about you seeing that within yourself, hey, my love, so that you can start acknowledging that and allowing that to be your standard. Because when you allow the way you see yourself, your valuable self, as the standard, then you will not allow people to devalue you. You will not choose experiences that will drain you or devalue you at all because you understand your value and you can remain detached. The reason why a lot of women struggle with detachment is because you don't know your value. The reason why you won't leave that man alone that's dogging you out and treating you like utter trash is because you don't know your own value enough to know that someone else would see you as good ground. So you stay in a space where this person can't even cultivate you. You are land. See, and let's get into this. I need women to really understand. I want you to start viewing yourself as land. Everyone tells you, oh, be like the black cat, be like this, be like this. Be like land. Land, when you understand land, be like good ground. When you understand that you are good ground, you sow into yourself. Therefore, you reap unto yourself. And therefore, universally, it has no choice but to repeat the pattern that you've already set, because self-care is the key fundamental of every single relationship. And you set the tone of how people treat you by the way you treat yourself. So if you don't treat yourself exceptionally well, then you should not have an expectation for anyone else to treat you any better than you treat yourself. And a lot of times women treat themselves like trash. And how do I know? Because you talk to yourself crazily mentally. You talk to yourself, as soon as you make a mistake, as soon as your identity, as soon as you can't do something, you feel like a failure because your identity is attached to outcomes and what you do. And the reason why your identity is attached to outcomes like that is because you don't know who you are and you don't know your true identity. And because you don't know your true identity, you can't operate in the fullness of who you are, and you can't make and attract the type of opportunities and the type of money that you want to make. And it all starts with your identity. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into the first reason why detachment is so crucial for the success of your business. You either are going to let go or stay broke. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you how your attachment style is literally, or how your attachment to the outcomes or what's going to happen is sabotaging your business success. Number one, you lack clarity and you lack creativity. When you're too attached to a specific outcome, you become very rigid in your approach. And this is going to stifle your ability to be able to create, and it's going to limit your opportunity to have new opportunities or new experience. It limits your ability to have new opportunities and position yourself for these things, because you're not even showing up because you're so focused on, am I going to get money from this, that you're trying to rush the process, or you're missing steps, or you're trying to piece together different things to try to figure out how you're going to make this happen, and you're going to end up broke at the end of it. You're going to end up broke at the end of it because you're so focused on, oh my goodness, I got to get this money by tomorrow. You are literally setting yourself up to be a scam artist. That's how scam artists start. Y'all don't realize that? They find the nearest hustle to try to make a quick dollar, and they will continue to capitalize on that dollar and capitalize on your ignorance and all these things to get people to continue to buy in. The scammers start because they're attracted to the money. You can't be attracted to the money because money never asks you. Money is supposed to be attracted to you. You're not supposed to be attracted to it. That's the gimmick. Money should see you as good ground. You shouldn't see money as, oh my goodness, this is how my whole life is going to change. Money doesn't change your life. You change your life. Because if your life hasn't changed and you add money on top of it, all it's going to reveal is who you really are when you get a bag in front of you. Who you really are when you get something in your hand. We're going to get to see what you really choosing out here in this life. That's basically all that is saying when it comes down to money. Money does not, just like money does not shift your life like that. A whole weight loss, if your mind, and this is coming from somebody who lost 90 pounds. If you are a person who does not do your work mentally before you have a drastic change in your situation, whether it's plastic surgery, whether it's weight loss, whether it's a large amount of money, who you are is going to come out. The real you is going to come out. This is why you see people go through all these things and then they still have low self-esteem, because they have not done the work internally to really pay attention to the fact that I'm not the same person. They upgraded the body, but they didn't upgrade the mind. They upgraded the body, but they didn't upgrade the heart. They upgraded the pockets, but they didn't upgrade the spirit. And see, this is why you're not able to sustain the things that you claim that you want, because you didn't upgrade. You didn't really upgrade. You made some enhancements. You didn't upgrade your experience. And because you didn't upgrade your experience, money is not attracted to you. At least not consistently, because you're not attractive. You're a liability. Money doesn't like being in the hands of a liability. Detachment is something that allows you to stay flexible. It allows you to access fresh ideas. It allows you to adapt your strategies in ways that lead to greater success. When you understand that you are creating something to change someone's entire existence in life, you're not worried about a bag. You know how I made my first $1,000 from in 24 hours with digital products back in 2018 when nobody was really doing them? Because I wrote a book on grief. I was so brokenhearted when my best friend died. That's the year after I had my spiritual awakening when my best friend died. I was in such pain, and I went through an immense process of grief, and I documented that process of grief. And because I'd never been through that type of grief before, people had died, but I had never experienced death at that magnitude, and with a person that I never saw coming dying, right? I put that process and I pinned it down in the ebook. When I pinned it in the ebook and I put it out there on my Facebook page for I think I started $10 at first, and then I went up to $20. I think it had $10. They can get it at the time. Hey, my love. For 3 hours, first 3 hours, and then it went up to 20. Child, I was so nervous when I put that thing out because I had told God I didn't want to put that out, but it was everything in me was like, this is going to change people's lives. This is going to support people who are really grieving. This is really going to really, really help them. I didn't know I wasn't worried about the money. I was worried about people finding solutions and grieving in a way that is authentic to them, grieving in a way that's real to them, and teaching them that they don't have to rush the process, and what they were feeling is okay. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to go through all of these things. When I woke up the next morning, I had $1,000 in my PayPal account in 2018, and I said, why am I at this job? That was my next question. I was working at the Department of Children's Services as a state worker, and I was like, why am I at this job and I can clock this when I'm sleeping? I woke up to this. So the income comes from the impact. That's why you can't be attached to the outcome. You have to really create something that's going to solve somebody's problem and stop trying to scam people. See, you're operating from the space of scam because you're operating from a space of desperation, and desperation is coming from a lack of faith space. And it's your lack of faith that's driving you to do things that are deceitful. And you can't be detached when you do things that are deceitful. Because if you try to obtain any form of money or any type of business and it's in a scam, sham type of way, biblically it tells you if you obtain any type of money or business in an evil way, you will not keep it. I teach sustainability. My clients are out here still sustaining and doing well in business. Why? Because I stand on these type of principles. Let me tell y'all something. Integrity goes a long way. Okay? Integrity goes a long way. And I tell people, authenticity is what gets you in the room. Your character is what's going to keep you in the room. They didn't put a stat out there that said that, and by 2030, 1 out of 2 Americans will have an arrest record. You know why people are going to have an arrest record? Because you're going to really see the desperation and the danger within people as time goes on and as they turn up the dial. And if you don't have true integrity, Aaron, I got you. If you don't have true integrity, if you are not doing the work, if you are not centered, if you don't understand that the one that created you is responsible for supplying all of your needs because you are following the righteous path that is aligned for you in business, when you understand that principle, you're not out here operating from a space of lack of integrity or lack of character, because you understand your character is what's going to keep you in that room. So y'all can go out here and try to be cheap. You can try to cheat, but you will not be able to stay in the room. This is why you see your celebrities falter 20 years in. Baby, they seem like they didn't live their whole life, and then their life start crashing at 50-something. Let me tell you something. You don't never know when that fruit coming. You better know if you sow a seed, it's a fruit coming. Now, whether that's rotten fruit or whether that's good fruit depends on the seed. But you better recognize that what you are putting out there in this universal algorithm, it will be returned unto you. So you need to be very cautious and careful about that, and you need to detach from the outcome so that you can create, because you can't get clarity when you are so concerned about, and they're gonna pay me, what if people don't buy? Meanwhile, somebody that came out and put out something that's close to what you're doing, and they selling out, and they a scam artist. You gonna let a scam artist outdo you? They ain't even gonna be in the game long, but you gonna let a scam artist do you? They are not finna even be in the game long, because you're not gonna be able to keep a scam going, and you won't even show up. You gonna let a scammer outwork you. There are people, and I'm not saying this lightly, and I'm not saying this as no joke, but there are people who literally are on crack cocaine who will get up. They gonna get up and show up because they know what they want to get for themselves. So you're gonna let a scam artist and a person who has no control over self, but still you're gonna let them have more initiative and more assertiveness than you. And you are able-bodied, in your right mind, out here crying, hollering about how God is so good to you. He let you start this business, but you ain't doing nothing with it. You ain't making no money. You not following no strategy. You out here being cheap. You're spending your money on BS trying to DIY your business, and it's ridiculous. And you're going to get caught up, because if you don't break these type of cycles now, this hustle mindset that you got going on, you're going to be stuck in a hustle for the next 20 years. And baby, let me tell you something, starting 2025, that ain't what you want. You better start paying attention to what's actually happening around here. This stuff is not getting any cheaper. You need to be able to center yourself. You need to be able to do your work. You ain't got time to be worried about, oh, are they going to pay? Baby, money's still being made. I just told y'all. This young lady listened to my freaking live, finished it this morning, went home, got on, did exactly what I told her to do, and got paid immediately. A brand new client, followed the exact strategy that I gave. There's no reason why you should be out here not making no money. And I love that for her. You know why I love that for her even more? Because she said she got to go drop her babies off first. It's God first, it's family second, then it's business. So she got to take care of what she needed to take care of and do what she needed to do. Okay? Hold on one second. There we go. Let me send this. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, that's right. This one is going on YouTube. The second thing that's very important about why you need to let your detachment, or why detachment is very crucial for your business. Okay, hold on one second. Let me fix this. Give me 1 minute. Oh, okay. I got you. You can click the link in the bio to be able to grab that. Okay, I gotta keep my things down on mentioning the addicts, because TikTok trying to censor me, so I gotta chill on that. But y'all get what I'm saying. Okay, so the second thing that's very important is in regard to why detachment is crucial for your success in your business. Is attachment often, it causes emotional imbalance. Okay, your attachment to the outcome of what's going to happen in your business leads to anxiety, frustration, and burnout when the things you had in your mind don't work out. That's why you can't be out here romanticizing outcomes. You can't be out here romanticizing your outcomes. You need to measure your behavioral goals, because consistency is how you get the results that you're looking for. If you are showing up consistently, literally expressing your product, doing exactly what I told you to do in that last live, there's no reason why you shouldn't be making money within 30 days. She went home and she made money today in less than 24 hours, and I put that strategy up yesterday. So there's no reason why you should not be making money. So I don't even be want to hear these excuses. You really need to detach from the process. If you're anxious in your business, that's because you're choosing that. If you're frustrated in your business, that's because you're choosing that. If you're burnt out in your business, that's because you are choosing that. That's because you're not detached. When you detach from the outcome, you can maintain emotional balance. You know why I'm not worried about my bills being paid? Because I understand that the Most High supplies all of my needs according to his riches and glory. I believe that. I live that. I breathe that. I don't believe that he would allow me to walk away from my job if that wasn't the case, if that wasn't the real. So I'm not worried about month to month who's going to invest in me, who's going to buy into my program, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. I trust the one that created me, and I also trust my skill set because I'm good at what I do. My greatest gift is that I see patterns. My greatest curse is that I see patterns. There's duality in that. So I can look and see, if you tell me this is what you want for yourself, I can look and see the pathway on how you can actually get there. I can take you from point A to point Z. But you got to be prepared for what goes down between B and Y. But you going to get the Z. I'm going to get you the Z if that's what you want. But you need to be prepared to do the work necessary between B and Y. And if you notice, there are all those letters in between before you get to Z. Okay? I just have the strategy to be able to position you to be in that space. When you are detached, okay, it makes it a lot easier for you to handle setbacks. It makes it a lot easier for you to pivot. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people struggle to pivot in business, and it costs them. Like, there are people who didn't want to pivot from the 2020 model of doing business when the pandemic was going on. Everybody was on lifestyle marketing. Everybody was inside. A lot of people didn't want to transition from that because they made a lot of money in that era. But a lot of people closed their businesses down last year because they didn't want to pivot. Meanwhile, last year, me and my colleagues were hitting six figures. Okay? There are a lot of businesses closing down this year. Meanwhile, me and my colleagues are still doing well in business. So it's about you knowing how to pivot. And I think people don't realize, like, when you are operating according to the vision and the mission that's been given to you, you don't deter from the vision ever. But you may be working a different element of the vision. I started off, the overall vision, and for me, was I was waking women up to heal, right? It started off when I first got here. I was helping women heal in the form of self-care that penetrated to the soul. It had nothing to do with getting your nails done, baby. We were dealing with that spiritual, that mental, that emotional, that physical, that social self-care. That's what we were directly staying on, okay? So that was the first element. The first element was in self-care. The next element became focusing on just inner healing in regard to the inner child. The next element of healing came into, okay, now we're healing the aspects of emotional intelligence. The next aspect of that came in, okay, I'm helping women heal all these things so they can make more money. The vision of healing, that's my assignment, has not changed. The multitude in which I do, or the avenue in which I've pivoted to do that, is what changed. So the ultimate vision doesn't change, okay? But how you work the vision can shift and change. And you can do that when you're not attached to something. Because people are attached to the ideal, my business been like this and I just don't want to let it go. And because you don't want to let that go, that's why you're closing your doors. I watched a woman go from, and I'm telling you what I'm seeing. I watched a woman go from, two women. One go from having $1 million business to literally turning around that next year and clocking only $16,000 in her business that year because she refused to pivot. I had a former client who, when I was working with her, she was making about 200 something thousand in her business. Okay? She refused to pivot. There was stuff going on. We weren't working together no more. She went down to zero the next year. Zero. And it's all because being attached to how you were doing things, attached to how you think this should be in the outcome, attached to not doing anything new. See, we'll get really comfortable doing something and not realize that you're going to have to ascend. You're going to have to grow. But you don't want to grow because you want to be comfortable where you are. No, that's not the way this is going to work. You got to know when to pivot, and in order for you to pivot properly, you gotta be emotionally balanced to be able to see things clearly. You gotta take your feelings away from the business aspect of it. Emotions have its place in business, But the feelings, I feel like that day to day, think, blah, 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 they have no place in your business. Because when you do that, you're too attached to what you think this is supposed to be that you won't do what it takes to build it into what it actually is. Okay? And what it actually was meant to be. Because you're thinking, oh, it's got to be this. No, it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to detach. And when you can detach, you can continue to work towards your goals, and you can have a clear mind energetically. You can have steady energy to be able to execute that. But you can't do that when you're so attached to the old way of doing things. And for a lot of y'all, the old way of doing business is not working anymore. It's not going to work anymore. And if you don't pivot and do what you need to do, you're not going to make money. If you don't learn how to make money in a digital space, y'all finna be out of money. I'm not even being funny when I say that. Again, my greatest gift is that I see patterns. Again, my greatest curse is that I see patterns. What I am telling you is that you need to find a way to make money in the digital space. That's why I help women create digital products and services that literally help them clock 4, 5, 6 figures. Because it's you need to learn that trading your time is the reason why you're burnout. Thank you so much. You like all that time you giving, all that energy you giving, all that attention you giving, that's why you're burnout. You need to learn how to make money with your mind. It's time out for all this working extremely hard. I'm telling you, if you don't break that cycle now, you're going to be working hard for the next 20 to 30. And that ain't what you want. Because it's some hard living coming. It's some hard things that are actually coming. There's some difficult things that are really, really coming. So you need to be very, very careful, okay, about the things that you are involving yourself in. Number 3. Okay, detachment allows you to trust the process. So detachment cultivates a mindset of trust, right? Trusting the one that created you, that gave you this assignment, trusting your abilities, trusting your systems, trusting the unfolding of your efforts over time. If you are showing up consistently and you are doing the things that I talked about and I teach you, right? There's no reason why you should not be getting sales. If you're not getting those sales and you're not getting no money, it is literally on you. I make it too easy for women to make money. That's why I don't want to hear no excuses about, oh, I can't afford your products. I'm finna do this and hang up. Because I give you a kit for $12 that teaches you how to solve your money problem. So I don't want to hear the excuses about why you can't invest in you becoming better when you can invest in things that make you worse, like the food you eat. You can invest in people who don't give a damn about you, like these people you keep in your space who really don't care about you, who drain you. They see you exhausted and they still drain you. Like, don't come to me and tell me anything about these excuses when you are not investing in things that are going to increase your or amplify your own value. You devalue yourself by coming over here telling me that what I'm offering you can't afford, but you can afford to kill yourself. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say that word. You can afford to harm yourself by continuing to eat things that position your body not to properly work. You got time to do that, but you don't have time to invest in something that's gonna get you to the next level. You got time to space out 4 payments on Afterpay for your vacation wear that you gonna wear out there, and you gonna come back into your same problems and your same drama. You got time to literally put that out and spread that all the way out. Them 4 payments. You got time to do that, but you don't have time to invest in your well-being. Make it make sense, baby. Make it make sense. You're gonna have to choose. When it comes down to detachment, when you are in a space of detachment, this not only allows you to trust the process, but it reduces the pressure to try to control every single detail. It helps you focus on being consistent, taking aligned action. Okay? That's what it positions you to do, which ultimately leads to sustainable success. I told y'all business is about physics. Y'all know I'm a nerd, so I like science. Scripture, science, and psychology. I'm all up and through it. Okay? Business is about velocity. Velocity means to be Basically, going in the given direction, going in the right direction. That's aligned action. So for business, it requires velocity, not speed. A lot of y'all are speeding in business and you think that you're doing something. A lot of y'all have motion, meaning that you're just like kind of moving around, you're doing some things. But if it's not going in the given direction, then you're running in circles. You're not doing anything, which is why you're not making any money in your business. Because you don't have velocity. You got speed and motion. And see, a lot of people tend to do that with relationships too. You think because he hurried up and told you he wants you to be his wife and that he's doing these things, you're so caught up in that you get caught up with this person. You realize that y'all don't even share the same values. Y'all not even headed in the same direction. But you spent a year or 2 years in this scenario simply because you thought because he was doing something and because he was quick with him telling you that he wanted you, that this was what you were supposed to be doing. Relationships are also about velocity as well. So if we're talking about success, okay, and we're talking about sustainability, then we need to be talking about velocity, baby. We're not talking about speed and motion. So that's how y'all waste time. And that's how, and let me tell you something, because y'all, a lot of women operate by speed and motion, that's what happens to your time. You look up and you've been with this person for 5 years and now you feel like you wasted your time because that speed and that motion actually made you feel like you was doing something. But you guys were never going anywhere because there was no velocity. There was no given direction from the beginning. Y'all just in the car driving. You thought y'all was going to New Orleans. You end up in California. You trying to figure out what's going on. Next thing you know, you see a sign that say Florida. That's what you're doing to yourself. Okay? So it's about velocity. It's not about speed. It's not about motion. It's about the given direction. And so when you are detached, you can, focus on things and be more consistent and align your actions in the proper way you need to go, which makes things more sustainable and more successful. Relationships are more successful when values are aligned. Y'all not even checking for values. Y'all just trying to see if their man y'all checking for a value. And the crazy part is society is teaching you to check for a value, check for his money, check for his pockets, but they're not telling you that money is worth 75% cotton, 25% linen. They're not telling you that the real bag and the real value of money is actually within self and your ability to actually complete, because money is attracted to opportunity. Just like how you were working your 9 to 5, you were the money at your 9 to 5. How were you the money at your 9 to 5? No, let all y'all decide y'all weren't going to go to work that day. They're going to lose a lot of money because you are the money. You are the piece that gets them there. But you don't realize that. So you chase it. You exhaust yourself for it. You love it in a way that you shouldn't. You worship it. And because you worship it, money has no interest in you. No interest in you. Because money never asks to be worshipped. The crazy part about it is money obeys the Most High. There is no opportunity or nothing that's coming your way without clear understanding and approval. So you really have to understand that money is not something that you chase. Money is not something that you worship. Money is not something that you exhaust yourself for. Money recognizes value. So it's you recognizing the value within yourself, articulating that value in a product or service, and then being able to have your messaging so clear. Thank you, my love, for these gifts. Your messaging is so clear that people have no choice but to come and ask you about what it is that you're doing. And I'm not just saying this about myself. My clients will tell you, baby, people be down their doors. Hey, how can I? Hey, what is this? See, they start creating things and people start coming to them. They don't have to chase people. See, society taught you to chase a bag. I teach you how to catch one. And you catch one by being in alignment. Being in alignment looks like you being at the right place at the right time doing the right thing. That's a 3-way hit. If you at the wrong place doing the right thing at the right time, you can't expect to receive because you still wrong. Okay? So all 3 elements have to be intact with that. So again, how your attachment to outcomes is sabotaging your business success. Number 1 is messing with your clarity and your creativity, because you can't really create because you're so zoned in and focused on the fact that you're attached to what's going to happen, if people are going to buy, if this is going to do this, if it's going to do that. You don't have clarity, you can't create, you have no money. The second thing it disrupts is your emotional balance, because it makes you literally anxious, frustrated, and burnt out. And when you're creating things from an anxious state, a frustrating place, or a burnout place, they don't sell. Energetically, they do not sell. And selling is about energetics. People can feel when you're trying to scam them. Not everybody is not paying attention. It's a lot of people not paying attention, but not everyone is not paying attention. Okay? Number 3, you need to detach so that you can really start trusting the process. Okay? This is going to teach you to really get rooted in your faith and get rooted in the truth. Because here's the thing, like my coach says all the time, entrepreneurship is a spiritual assignment. You got to know that this is what you've been called to do, because you will want to quit. I wanted to quit last week. And I love what I do. And I'm just keeping it real with you. It's a lot of responsibility, and it's a lot that comes with it. So you got to know that you have been called to actually do this, because it's not a joke. Yes, the money is good. Yes, the results that I get from my clients are absolutely amazing. Yes, I love seeing women live lives that they really want to live and creating the lives that they truly desire. Most importantly, I enjoy being a part of women doing their work so they can heal. I'm for all of that. I love all of that. But at the same time, it's still, even with that and all the ease that I've created for myself, it still can be a lot. So you got to know that. And that's one aspect why I'm so detached. God, I know you put me in position to do this, because, like, you have to know, okay? So if you are struggling to detach, if you are a woman who struggles in the area of detachment, and it's impacting the way that you make money, I am going to recommend for you that you get the feminine income system, because the feminine income system is really going to support you in detaching from the outcome, because you're going to have the tools that you need. So I'm going to run down the things that are in the feminine income system, and you can click the link in the bio to be able to get that. The feminine income system is $147. What you're going to get is you're going to get the Hustle Free Life Blueprint, the Reprogram Your Mind for Success class, the How to Stop Hustling in Business class, the Unlock Your Earning Potential by Healing Your Root for Revenue class, your Earning Using Your Feminine Essence class, How to Get Paid Clients, and How to Get Passively Paid, Creating Passive Streams of Income. If you are a woman who wants to make the money, I talked about yesterday how my client woke up yesterday and said, I got my sale from my first course. Thank you so much for helping me create this course, because I just got my first sale, got her first 3-figure sales, $150 course. She's going to do the work. There's no reason why you can't make money, and you can use this feminine income system to make money, and you can get it, like I said, for $147. This is a system that I have utilized for my clients to make 5 figures a month. This is the system that I utilize for myself so I can make 5 figures a month. This is the system that I utilize and give to my clients so that they can elevate and get to the next level and make money in their sleep without having to struggle. Okay? I want us to stop struggling. I want the narrative for women to not be us struggling all the time. We need to do better, like, with that. We need to really, like, rid that. I want to see more of us thriving. And a lot of my clients are doing very well. They're thriving, and they are in a space to where they are clocking their money. Okay? So what questions do you guys have for me? Those are the 3. What questions do you guys have with me around, thank you, my love, these gifts, around money making, around income, around, if you have a specific industry and you're trying to figure something out. If it's something that you ask me and I feel like I have a course that can support you in that, congratulations, somebody just purchased the feminine income system. Can't wait till you start making that bag. So if you have any questions around that, if there are any products or services where I feel like, congratulations again, somebody just purchased a feminine income system. If you have any questions or anything around that, drop those questions so I can answer those quickly. Y'all know I got on here hungry, right? So y'all know I gotta go get some food. So ask me the questions you want to ask me so I go get this food. So I can go get me some food, because yeah, I think I want some plant-based something. That's what I got a taste for. So any questions around money blocks, anything, any of that. What did I get yesterday? Oh, I ended up eating a lamb burger because I don't eat beef and pork. So I ended up eating a lamb burger with roasted potatoes, and then I had later on some hummus with vegetables. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get today. Well, today I want plant based something. So it's gonna be something like that. What questions do you guys have? Any questions around this money block? So y'all must be good. Everybody making money in their business. Everybody good. It was so good. Everybody making money in their business. Everybody satisfied with the state of their business. Everyone emotionally centered in the middle of economic crisis. Because I'm emotionally centered. My clients are emotionally centered. And it's okay if you're not emotionally centered. But I'm giving an opportunity now for you to ask whatever questions that you want to ask in regard to money, emotions, and cycle syncing. If you're out of balance within your body, you need to get the cycle syncing kit. Point blank, period. If you're a woman who thinks that you're moody, you need to get the cycle syncing kit. You're not moody. No, you're not. You just don't know what to do with your body, and that's going to support you in starting the process of doing what you need to do with your body. You can get the cycle syncing kit for, I think it's 111, and you align your behaviors and your business around that. You'll see a great shift in change. I think I did the numbers yesterday when I was talking about 40% of the clients who come to work with me, or my clients experience a 40% productivity increase after working with me. And a lot of that has to do with the success of the cycle syncing that I support them with. So if you're looking to be more productive because you're not being as productive, then the cycle syncing kit is going to support you. If you are looking to make more money, you click the link in the bio and you see everything and all things in regard to money. What else was I going to say? And of course, there is my higher level program, which is my intensive that's coming, which is the corporate detox. It's a 4-week program for women business owners who still have the corporate mindset. Like, a lot of those women are burnt out, and I'm going to take 4 weeks to help you restore your mind, body, and your creativity. So all I need is 4 weeks. It is an $888 investment. You can pay payment plans on that, and I do offer Klarna Affirm and Afterpay for that as well. So you can click the link in the bio to find out more information about that. If you are a business owner who's burnt out and you're trying to figure out, okay, what's my next move? I need to make money. My business is doing this. I'm kind of stressed. I got this stuff going on. Then click the link in the bio and get the free resources to start, okay? I have 3 free resources for solopreneurs up there. Number 1, I have the high demand skills for 2025 that a lot of companies and corporations are looking for. So if you need to master a skill set to be able to make money, I got the link in the bio for you. The next thing I have in there, the first thing that you need to get is the self-care solopreneur suite. Before you even attempt to try to go get these clients, you need to first lay your structure and make sure you have your self-care plan together. Then you can go study those high demand skills. Then you can get the CAB checklist, which is the client attraction blueprint, where I support you in attracting your clients to you, okay? So I give you these free resources up front so that you can do your work, okay? So you do your work, and then once you have found yourself in that space, whenever you're ready, you come back and you invest at the next level so that you can get whatever else that you're looking for. So I tell a lot of women, if you need to, start with the free resources, utilize them, and then come back and start with either how to solve your money problem. But if you're going to get how to solve your money problem, you need to get Manifest the Life You Desire roadmap as well, because you can't, to have that knowledge and not have a plan is preparing yourself to fail. So if you get both of those, I think it's like 39 total. But if you don't prepare, you're planning to fail. So you can get the knowledge from how to solve your money problem. And yes, you will be able to get a client from it if you really like zone in and focus. But if you don't have a plan, then you're going to have a problem. So grab that. I'm not seeing any other questions or anything. I'm going to find me some food because I'm hungry. If I'm going to text my sister Lex, she came in here, but I don't know if she's still here, and I'm going to text her so we could go eat. Because I'm hungry. If I'm going to text my sister Lex, she came in here, but I don't know if she's still here, and I'm going to text her so we could go eat. Watching my live yesterday, she's already made money today. This could be you, but you playing. All right. I love y'all. Have an amazing weekend. Peace.